So the kid's tale continues. I mean, honestly, what were they thinking with this one? Oh my god. Like, how. What's the time frame? Is this a few minutes? Hours? Does a day or two pass? I mean, I don't know. Like, a quick thought. I've actually thought this many times before, but I'm curious if anyone else agrees with me. Is it just me or do the Separatist ships look dumb? Now, I know. Ships looking cool isn't really a mandatory aspect of military hardware, but they look so dumb. Anyways, so then they destroy the reactor of the acclimator? I don't remember if it was an acclimator or a Venator, but you know, the Republic cruiser, like, within seconds of hyping in. Now, that's kind of silly in its own right, and this whole episode has a lot of holes. I'm not going to cover all of them, obviously, because this is a mini-nation, not a full rumination, but what I found myself wondering is are there two types of missions for the Separatists? Because it would make a lot of sense, given Palpatine and given his control over the whole situation, that there's hold back missions where they either send incompetent soldiers or send people who literally have orders not to go full out, and then there's gloves are off missions where they actually charge in and just and destroy things as quickly and efficiently as they can. Because it struck me as if this was a gloves off mission. I don't know. Just food for thought. So then R2 pilots them out, and of course R2 has to be hero on the way out. I mean, why not, right? And then they land on the planet, the Lilliputian planet, excuse me. Is it just me? Or is it always weird, just a little bit, when some people who own maybe a few acres of territory claim to own the entire planet? Like, planets are big, right? I know, that's a problem in, like, a lot of science fiction. Star Trek certainly doesn't get away with that one either. But I bring this up because there's this Lilliputian planet. They even do, like, an almost direct reference to the classic image of, you know, Gulliver being tied down by them. And then big evil guy comes out and is like, aha, I am the big evil guy. Oh, very well, we will leave in peace. And squish! Whoops. There's even goop. In fact, later on in the episode, R2 still has the goop all over his chassis. 3PO, the one and only part of this episode that really made me smile, really, like I was like, okay, this is cool, was 3PO's incredibly crude election. Choose the best, the wisest, and the smartest, and the most caring of your number. Okay, these three guys. Okay, who would like them to be leader? Who would like them to be leader? And who would like them to be leader? Congratulations, you're a democracy! And then they immediately start fighting amongst each other. It was incredibly expected, but it still made me laugh. Let's see. So then they find a second dictatorship. This one's even stranger. How close are these planets to each other if they're running out of power that quickly? Also, quick aside, I know the ship was running out of power, but isn't there some way to convert ship power to droid power? Like, wouldn't that make sense that your droid's charging while it's in your fighter, right? I know the ship power is at like 1%, but you gotta think 1% of ship power has gotta be like 50% of droid power. Anyways, so then they get the Wizard of Oz reference in there, with the whole, hey, and the pit droids who are destroyed and torn to shreds by the local savages that they have. I shouldn't say savage, that's the wrong word. Organics, there, that's the word I was going for. But the local organics, who are savages, that they have enslaved. Nice little thing there. Then they run out of power, and some pirates decide to kidnap them. Okay, now, the pirates being there, I can at least a little bit excuse, because they obviously were looking for the Y-Wing, that they even mentioned that. And then they're like, oh, hey, look, 2 droids, too. That's quite a haul. Awesome. Let's throw them into our droid fighting arena that, for some reason, I mean, we could sell them or use them or break them down for parts, but no. Let's go ahead and throw them into the arena. Now, at first I was going to raise an objection about how incompetent and stupid of a thing that is to do, but then I realized that a Separatist ship, Grievous's own ship, actually, gets within the interstellar equivalent of spitting distance of them before they even notice, and then wrecks them in the face. And so then they're like, oh my god, no, yes, we're definitely pirate droids. Oh, excellent. Then we're going to melt you down for General Grievous's war machine. That was actually kind of terrifying. The incinerator scene, it was very brief, but they did a good job of it. The droid in front, who's getting more and more visibly panicked, no expression, but you know the body movements sell it. And then when he turns to go, he says in a completely mundane tone, no, something about that really sold how screwed up that whole thing is. And then, of course, we have to end on a joke. Wah, wah. But at least... Plo? Yeah, I think this is Plo Koon. I gotta be honest, as weird as this may sound, I get Plo Koon and Kit Fisto confused. But anyways, we got to see Plo being Plo, so that was nice. Whatever. See you next time, guys.